How's it going, everybody? Tom here with Keto Lifestyle, and today we are going to be making a bacon maple chocolate chip cookie that is completely keto friendly. I'm actually going to change up the format of this video a little bit because I realize that the recipe videos have been a bit long, so let me know down in the comment section if you actually like the way that this format is better. So the first thing we're going to do, as you probably just heard, is preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Mine just reached the temperature. So the next thing is you're going to want to crisp up some bacon. I went ahead and did that a little bit earlier. I've got 3 strips of bacon here that have been crisped up, and we're just going to let those cool because you're going to want them nice and cooled down and crisped up for a later step. But right now we're going to go ahead and combine our dry ingredients. So these are the dry ingredients we'll be using. First up is almond flour. We're going to need 1.5 cups of this. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of erythritol. A tablespoon of beef gelatin. This is to keep the cookies chewy. And if you don't have beef gelatin, xanthan gum works well. Just use 1 tablespoon of that instead. And then we're going to need about a teaspoon of baking powder. So now that our dry ingredients have been combined in that bowl, we're going to go ahead and combine our wet ingredients. And what those are is 1/2 cup of butter that is melted, 1 egg, and then we're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla extract and then a teaspoon of maple extract. Now that our wet ingredients have been whisked together, we're going to slowly add our dry ingredients to our wet. We don't want to dump it all in there at once because it will get clumped, so we're just going to slowly add it and whisk it in there. Once we've combined our wet and dry ingredients into one consistent dough, we're going to go ahead and add 1/2 cup of Lily's chocolate chips. These chocolate chips are sweetened with stevia and erythritol, so they are very, very low carb. And then we're going to also chop up our bacon and go ahead and add that to the mixture at the same time. So now that that's all incorporated, we're going to go ahead and place them on a baking sheet. I cover mine in foil because I don't like to have to fight to clean things up later. But we're going to go ahead and place these in evenly sized balls spread out across the cookie sheet. You may need more than one. This should make between 15 and 20 cookies. And once they're placed down on the sheet, you want to just kind of press them down ever so slightly. So now that our cookies have been put on the cookie sheets, I've made about 14 of them because I made my cookies slightly larger. We're going to go ahead and stick them in the oven here for about 15 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. Once they're starting to turn brown, you want to pull them out. You do not want to burn these things. So it has been about 15 minutes now and our timer just went off, and I went ahead and took a peek and they are golden brown colored. So we're going to go ahead and pull these things out now. Now, like all keto baked goods, they are going to be kind of soft when you pull them out. So don't mess with them, just let them cool down. It'll take about 20 minutes till they're pliable. So I'm going to let these things cool down and then I'll join you back here for a taste test. So they've been cooling for about 20 minutes and they've actually firmed up. So here's a couple of them right here. I'm going to go and give it a taste test. I can tell you right now they're going to be very chewy. So let's go ahead and just tear a piece off here. Now that's awesome. You get a very good kind of sweet from the semi-sweet Lily's, and then that bacon hits. You just get the salty there. And there's the maple's very subtle, even though it does seem like we put a lot in there. It's very, very subtle in the back. But these are actually probably one of my favorite cookies that I've ever had on keto. So if you guys like this, go ahead and leave the video a like. If you have any questions about the recipe or any suggestions, go ahead and leave it in the comments section. And as always, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. It really does help me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one.